subscribers and random past buyers. Consider this a sequel to Where the Hell is Angry Birds, the Golden Egg Saga, or whatever I called that video. Yeah. That's right, a sequel. We're just gonna go over some more guys I made. So yeah. Let's start with the two remake / additions. Silver and Chuck. Sorry about that. Ironic, I know. Well, let's begin with Chuck. I gave Chuck a new body. As well. Hold on. Because, well, he looks much better. Red and, well, all of them looked really small, so yeah. But he still has the same things. Still has the black eye, bandana, whatever it's called around his neck. And yeah. So yeah, Chuck and his good old fashioned, yeah. Excuse me. Next, Silver. I gave her a jetpack. The reason for this? To actually give her a reason why she can fly, because like a lot, some Angry Birds media / I don't know, whatever. Angry Birds, some other people give Silver the ability to fly. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, I gave her a jetpack so she can actually fly. She doesn't need her jetpack for her power, though, because that would be stupid, and yeah. Now for the new guys. We're going to be, doing this like we did last time. Three villains, 3 good guys, I guess, yeah. So, let's begin. Alright, then, let's start with the newest bird. Gordon. From Angry Birds Bounce. Yeah. So yeah, Gordon, I did my best to match his face details, like the white and the dark blue. His eyes, I used a black piece of felt to give him an outline, kind of like I did with my hockey bird. Yeah. Gave him his eyebrows, his beak. Beak actually has a black part on it, so I gave him that. Gave him his hair as well as a yellow tip on top. The reason for that, that's for later, I guess. Very later. I also gave him a tan, I don't know what you call this, but yeah. Give him like a, I guess a little scarf thing. I also gave him a hammer. Yeah. Little lightning thing on there. Gave him a bunch of details of fabric. Yeah. Hammer, and he's gonna go. Hold on. Pow pow, yeah, whatever. Gordon. Newest bird. Alright. Next is Space Red / Super Red / whatever. Robin Bird. Yeah. So yeah. I used a foam ball for his body. And well, hold on. Don't know if you knew this, but I actually made the underside of his belly darker than Red's. This is because I didn't have this kind of felt on me, so yeah. But it looks good and I like it. Now, next. I gave him like this cloak kind of thing. Because, well, Red has this scarf, so I thought, why not give him give him a cloak instead. Have a little orange thing, not orange, purple. Maybe I am. A little purple thing right here. It's got all its other details, his weird hair, his sharper head feathers. Yeah. Got a beak. It's got the mask, obviously. And yeah. Super Red / Space Red. Next up, Tony. Alright, there's Tony. I based him off winter clothes. So I gave him like a winter jacket and stuff. Actually made of a fuzzy felt. So he looks different than like Terrence stuff. But you may also notice these strange things on his back. Because he has a little backpack. I'll put on him. Just give me a minute. There we go. His backpack. Yeah, that do these little felt pieces, the pipe cleaners that flow through it, so it'll stay on him. And you can actually store stuff in here, like, Gordon's hammer, and yeah, it's not that good though, because well, it still comes loose and once in a while, but hey, it works, doesn't it? Hold on. Come on. Just there we go. Yeah, Tony. It's pretty nice. Yeah. Now for some villains. Begin with, well, someone from Angry Birds Rio. Nigel. I decided to make Nigel. I'm still working on Blue and Jewel, so yeah. He has his feathers, his wings. He has wings based off the plush. And he actually has feet. I know. That hole. Oh, yeah. The hole in his. Well, but yeah. That's for something else. Hold on. For this. So you can actually have him flying. It's a wooden thing I had, and I was like, yeah, let's stick it up his butt. So yeah. Blue and Jewel will also have feet because, well, they're normal birds and not, well, like balls like the rest of these guys. Yeah, they'll actually have limbs. I also use a lot of different pieces of dark gray felt from the beak, as well as, well, give him his tongue. He has purple eye bags, angry feathers. Well, his back feathers actually curl. Yeah, his feathers are actually like 8 weird pieces of felt I cut and then glued together to form these wings. Yeah. So yeah, that's So yeah, that's Nigel. Pretty nice. Next up, Hector Porco, or however you pronounce his name, aka the guy from the Mirror Dimension and Angry Birds Space. Woo! Angry Birds Space mention, yeah, yeah. I tried to give him elements from the Jim Carrey Robotnik from the Sonic movies, because they kind of look similar. So yeah, purple suit. Actually has a mouth that's paper. Foam nose. Ha! As well as foam ears. Clay hat. I use a special type of red felt for the eyes. And give him drawn-on eyebrows and his signature mustache. So yeah, Hector Porco, and I gave him a little weapon thing. So yeah, go. Take this shot! Stuff. Yeah. Next up, we got, I think, the Ice Pig from Angry Birds Epic, or Cryo Pig, maybe? I don't know what this guy's called. But yeah. So yeah. Just like the Electric Pig I made this guy. Yeah. Made him different, so he's more distinct. His hat is actually an old Whiz Pig hat I printed that was too small. Gave him some felt to extend it outwards and covered in snow. Still a little sharp on the top. I also tried to make his the ends of his mustache like frostbite and stuff. His little staff, or I guess wand or whatever, is well. It's the same one he uses in game, but with less accessories. Yeah. So yeah, Ice Guy. Yeah. Next up, we got some Angry Birds Stella characters. Starting with Poppy. She looks really different from how she looked like before. Probably because of the hair. yeah. I took inspiration from, well, rock and roll people as well as glam rock chica. Gave her heart on her chest. Gave her a green strand green strand in her two front feathers. I gave her. Gave her a little, guess, whatever you called this on her little end feathers. So yeah, got Poppy. She has green eyes. And yeah, Poppy. Oh yeah, also, hold on. Yeah, just give me a minute. She is slightly bigger than the normal scale, which is what I like. I like that because she is slightly bigger in the show. So yeah. Ah! Yeah, Poppy. Next up, Luca. Probably the weakest, honestly. I just put him in a raincoat. I couldn't think of anything, and I remember that one episode of him not wanting to take a bath. So I decided to give him a raincoat and stuff, yeah. So yeah, Luca, that's kind of it. Next up, we have Willow. I have finally perfected Willow's hat. It took a lot. It took a couple generations of Willow, but I got the hat I like. What I did was I took two pieces of felt, cut them into Willow's hat, glued them together, flipped them inside out, and then stuffed, well, and then glued it onto her head. I then added the orange parts. I also gave her a apron, a painting apron, and she also has a kind of a tannish shirt on, I guess. Yeah. She has her feathers. She has blue details around her eyes, and a little paintbrush right here. And I also gave her a couple pink splatters on her hat and apron. I actually used real paint for this. You can probably tell. Yeah. It's not that good. I could have just splattered on the hat before gluing it on her head, but, it's whatever. But yeah. We have Willow. Fun fact, I almost forgot these two front feathers on her. Would have been very weird, honestly. But yeah, Willow. And, well, you can't exactly see it, but she does have eyebrows. Just hidden underneath her hat. So yeah, Willow, very nice. Now for some villains. Or, I guess, more miscellaneous. We'll begin with zombie pigs. These guys were shared in a community post, I believe. I think. But, yeah. They're two zombie pigs. They're actually two of the old minion pigs covered in clay. So, yeah. Take that how you will. So, yeah. Their eyes, or their pupils, are white pieces of felt that I surrounded with Sharpie. This guy has pom-pom eyes. This guy has pipe cleaner eyes. They have creepy mouths, ears, and yeah. So yeah, we got zombie pigs. Next up, we got a couple of marmosets. 3. So these guys are actually 3D printed. Sorry. Sorry. Ugh. Something in my throat. Yeah. Basically, I made a little design for them. As you know, they don't look like this Angry Birds video. So I tried to kind of make them like Angry Birds characters. Just bodies and stuff. So yeah. They have their marmoset tails, which are really weird. They're kind of blocky for some reason. And I don't know what happened, but there's like a layer shift. Like, this top layer has been shifted a bit. Nothing I can't work with, though. Oh, it's on all of these guys. And I printed a lot more than these guys. But a lot of the ears broke, so I can only manage to salvage 4. And, well, you're seeing 3 of them now. Let's lead us to the next one. Is Mamu. I think that's his name. But, yeah. He was actually the first one I did, since I didn't have a great Sharpie at the time. But yeah. I used a copper marker I had and colored him to give him a unique look. I also gave him his little, well, hair things and a little watch, and he can stop time with it because, yeah. Also has a different tail to make him more unique from these guys, silhouette wise. So, yeah. Next up, we have a surprise guest from, well, DeviantArt. That being Desmond. You probably recognize this guy from, well, Angry Birds Fantastic Adventures because it's the most recognizable thing he's ever been in. But he's actually from DeviantArt, from some guy. Or person, some girl or some person or whoever. I don't know who made him. I don't want to look on DeviantArt because that place is a scary place. But yeah. So Desmond, I gave him his scars, and I gave him, well, I guess a navy outfit because, well, I think he would command a bunch of penguins like and stuff. Yeah. So yeah, Desmond, and there he goes. Next up, we have Professor Pig. I can't speak. Professor Pig. He's if you can recognize this guy, I think he appeared in one of my collection videos. And yeah, this is my old professor that I, well, turned into this guy. I gave him better glasses, or wrapped more wire around his glasses to give him a better look. He has his pupils. If you can't notice, he also has a bunch of more details, which I use a Sharpie for. He has a white suit and a smaller bow tie. That is cricket. Yeah, I'll keep it. But yeah, Professor Pig in all his old scientific glory. And yeah. Next up, a more obscure character. You have the Senna bird. I think that's what he's called. The bird from Angry Birds Go, the collaboration with the Real Racer and stuff. So yeah, gave him a racer looking outfit, I guess. Also gave him markings to try and make him look different from Chuck. I also snipped up the hair a bit to make him more messy, and used that same kind of felt for the to make his eyes better. So yeah, give him his eyebrows and stuff. Quit slapping on my hand. Yeah, it's the same size as Chuck. And yeah, so yeah, Cinnabird. And well, I'm now out of villains, so we're gonna go on to some more obscure characters. Starting with, you may not recognize this character right away, but this is actually supposed to be the Shakira bird from Angry Birds Rio. Decided to give her a unique design and name, as well as mix her with another bird from Angry Birds Rio sequel, Rocket Bird. So yeah, she's the Rocket Bird, and her new name is Shelly. So yeah, Shelly the Rocket Bird. I gave her some hair with a different colored clay I mixed up, and used some dark purple for the strand of hair. And well, that was originally going to be her little hair. I keep forgetting words. Her hair tie. Yeah, her hair tie. God. Gave her goggles and gave her a little outfit. Stuff. In her rocket, I had a piece of cardboard wrapped purple felt around it, wrapped around this kind of darker purple felt around that. And the fireworks, just a cone and a piece of felt wrapped around. I also glued a, well, black piece of fabric to the end track as well. The wick and stuff. Yeah. Next up, we have another obscure character. This time from Angry Birds Evolutions, the game with those god-awful designs I play. I don't know why. We have Eggbird. Eggbird is actually 3D printed. We use white and blue filament so that's why he's kind of looking a little, yeah. So I gave him it. So he has his hat, but I also gave him a little suit and goggles. And well, he's a graffiti artist now because well, I thought it'd be funny. So yeah, he's just an egg with a face, paint on face, and yeah, so yeah, Egbert. And finally, we have the Rhino from Angry Birds. He doesn't have a name, so yeah. I made this guy because, well, of a, well, Angry Birds ranking birds video I found, and I was like, ooh, this guy exists. I should make him. He was, I can't speak. Goodness gracious. Originally, he was blue, and I covered him with a gray clay to give him a little grayness, as well as give him his unique eyebrows. You could still see the blue for little cracks on his body. But overall, I say this is a success. His horn is fabric. His ears are fabric. His eyes are fabric. His little feet are fabric. Yeah. And he has a little hat. So yeah. That is the elephant. The rhino from the Angry Birds. Oh my goodness. I cannot speak today. I am sorry. So yeah. That's all of them. But I'm still working on some more. So yeah. Okay, bye-bye.